Okay, we are live again. A little bit later than usual, or than I had planned, because I'd spent 5 minutes fuffing about getting the stream to work. Nothing to do with software and hardware this time. It's something to do with YouTube. I had to re-log in and I don't know, nonsense. So we're going to carry on with the breakaway track. So I had a listen in the car while I was out and about today, and not particularly for the mix, because I've not really done anything on the mix. I want to do some mix stuff tonight. Just kind of listen to the structure, and I think I've decided I don't like the big gaps in the vocals. I've spent like half of last night's session in those, but that's sometimes what happens. It just, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So what I'm possibly thinking in the vocals is I might just make that first verse like really short and just go for an 8-bar one. And then we're going to have a bit more time to play with in the track. So I'm not going to delete it all completely, because I may want to go back to it. So we're going to call this one Verse Gaps. And we're just going to turn that one off for now. So I'm going to have to delete some of the stuff. In fact, tell you what I'm going to do is evening A Division. Thanks for joining me. So in case you didn't see the intro bit, what I'm basically doing is I had a listen in the car earlier today. Decided I didn't like the big gaps in the vocals in the first verse, so I'm going to just save this as I don't know, non-gap version, just in case I want to go back to the other one. So we'll see. So I don't need that now. And I was just saying I might just take this down to 8 bars. So let's get rid of that section for now, because I just felt like, I don't know, it just didn't flow with the big gaps in the vocal bits for me anyway. So I mean, let's just see what that sounds like.
Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score. When I'm down, it makes me wonder. But now I won't believe. I wanna break away, far away.
Okay, I kind of think that works. Right, the other thing I noticed just on the mix that I've done so far on the mix is the hi-hats are ridiculously loud, and let's just loop these hats around. Let's do a bit of EQing.
Break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see.
EQ even on. Let's get rid of it. I'll put a fresh one in. So I don't think it was activated. It's not an instrument, is it? It's an effect. Okay, so let's turn it down somewhat.
Break away, far away, knowing that I see.
So basically on my EQ stuff, you can get away with getting rid of a lot of the bottom end, even on bass stuff, but obviously for a hi-hat, we can get rid of all of this and just leave space for everything else down there. Even though you're not necessarily hearing a lot of stuff in that, it will all kind of build up in a mix. So we don't really need anything down here. We're just going to leave that top bit. I might even just shave a little bit off there.
That I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see.
And I think, because generally I'll have... Let's put all these hats together. I think we need to do a little bit of different panning as well, because generally I'll have the hi-hats panned as a drummer, because I'm a drummer, over on the left, but because we've got so many, I'm going to have that one over on the right. We'll get a bit more. What's that one even doing? Okay, that peak is... Sorry for that big puh sound there. I want to just take that peak down a little bit. Oh, no, we want this one. Just... It's just a little bit much. Okay, I also felt just the bass could do with... Actually, I think the kick was a little bit boomy in the car. So what, you improvise your... I'm guessing you mean your mixers. Yeah, I to be honest, I tend to mix mine pretty much all the same. It varies slightly if there's different instruments and stuff, but I tend to follow the same template. And it kind of seems to work. And it gets the mix done quite quick. And I tend to mix as I'm writing, because the one thing I hate doing is writing a song then you've already heard it for weeks on end, and then you got to listen to it for another 3 weeks while you mix the bloody thing. And by the which time you're sick of it. Get rid of a bit of top end off that kick. Take that down there. Oh, I see, you improvise your songs so each time they're different. Okay. And I want to just... Just do a little dip just here on the bass stuff. Oh, don't like that. Okay, I've just noticed at the bottom that Ableton Live has decided to download an update in the background. Marvellous! And now it's crashed! Oh, Christ's sake. Alright, let's start it up. I knew that was going to happen. Whether it's just crashed or restarted, I don't know. But thanks for doing that in the background, Ableton. You're a genius. Not. Okay. Marvellous. I mean, the only good thing is it will save it as a crashed file thing. So it should be back where it was once I restart it. And then often when it does that, it's still like running in the background. So I have to open Task Manager and kill it completely. And then restart it. And hopefully it'll restart. Ho hum. There we go. But yeah, I just found, just going back to the vocal in the first verse, I was trying to stretch it out for 16 bars, and I kind of liked it when I listened to it in here last night. I should look at the camera, I suppose, but anyway. And then I sometimes find when you're working like this with Ableton or Logic or whatever, that often you use your eyes more than your ears, which is why I like to go and listen to stuff in the car, even not necessarily checking the mix. This was just checking the the structure. And I think when you hear it like that and you think, no, it doesn't work, it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. So hence the reason we're going to change that. Or I have changed it, as long as it's still there. Once this live set is restored. Be there in a minute. I hope. So my plan for the rest of this week is I'm going to work on this track tonight, tomorrow night. Friday night, where there's usually beer involved on the live streams, I'm going to do some live stuff because I want to practice. I want to practice my short little live set I'm doing for an open mic in a few weeks. And also, I need to work on my kind of new live setup that I've had to do since my MX-1 died, which is now revolved around the Machine Plus. Which I kind of had a quick go at the other day, and it is sort of working, so it should be okay. I just got to learn how to play all my songs again, so you can watch me learn how to perform my songs live on Friday night, if you so desire. Right, I think we're nearly there. There we go. Right, how much have I lost? Hi-hat's the same. Is that panning still there? I did on the other hats. No, I don't want to report to crash. Go away. Which one did I pan to the right? Yep, that's still there. And the kick. Not sure. That should be alright. Right, I just wanted to work on the kick and the bass because the bass wasn't really coming out in the mix much. Gonna get a little bit more low end on the bass. Oh, nice one, doing an EMOM next month. Cool. Have you done them before in Bradford, or is it your first one? Are you an EMOM virgin or a seasoned EMOM? I love EMOMs are great. I mean, I wouldn't be playing live at all if it wasn't for EMOM. So let's big up Martin Christie for getting the EMOM thing going, because they're fantastic, and it's just such a cool evening. Everyone's nice to each other. Everyone's there to kind of support each other and basically just geek out on everybody else's equipment. That's what it's all about. Right, let's just do... I know I've not got some EQs on some of these. So I think with this I'm gonna flatten this track. Shall I? Yeah, because I've got the other version anyway if I need it again. Because I want to EQ this. Done two before, and some normal open mics. Yeah, I've been to a few open mics, normal ones. You tend to... well, I don't know what it's like in Bradford, but if you go and do an open mic in Nottingham, it's basically a load of people with acoustic guitars, single people singing Oasis covers or some of their own dodgy songs. And then I rock up with all my gear, and people don't really know what to make of it. Which is why the EMOM's good, because everyone's in it for the electronic music. They don't get it because you're not playing a traditional instrument. A lot of people just don't understand electronic music being performed live. A lot of people are like, I didn't know you could do electronic music live. It's like, well, yeah. Anyway. So I mean, this is... I don't even know if I'm going to use this. It's not really adding a lot, but one of those things that I kind of miss. The same in Bradford. Yeah, I thought as much. I think it's the same everywhere, to be honest. Open mics, it's just, yeah. If you got an acoustic guitar singer-songwriter, you're fine. Okay. And then we got this. The pad. Right, I don't want to freeze that one yet. I'm going to EQ that in a bit. There's that weird kick thing in there which I want to work on, which offensively is not the same colour. And then I've got to EQ the vocals and stuff, which I'll do later. Right. Let's just have a listen. Leading into that first verse.
Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door.
Fleetwood Mac songs.
Rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score. And now it makes me wonder. But now I won't believe. I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong?
Okay, the other thing I felt in the mix in the car was the crash needed to be more when it came in.
I won't believe. I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see.
Okay. Now, if I unfreeze this, it's just going to break my CPU because I want to be able to play. It was on this bit.
Every day when you're with me, I feel your shadow closing in. It is suffocating me. Oh, can't you see? Can't you see? Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score. And now it makes me wonder.
Okay, I just wonder whether just to add that in.
Day when you're with me, I feel your shadow closing in. It is suffocating me. Oh, can't you see? Can't you see? Every time I want.
No, I don't think it needs that. Okay. That lead. I kind of liked when this lead thing came in the vocoder break, but I think it needs to go up.
I wanna break away.
Don't freeze that bad boy. And find my notes. So. It's gonna still. Oh, don't crash again. That's alright. Okay, so I think we'll have a bit of filter cutoff action on that. Probably do the release as well. Okay. Don't know, something like that. Way too much. Probably don't need the release actually. Just open up the filter a bit. And then probably I'm just going to freeze that because it's actually, let's just EQ it before I freeze it. I'll do that with the other one. Keep the mids, I think, in this. Oh, lost it. Something like that. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Freeze that, yes. Need to EQ the play box. Ho hum. Exciting viewing. Watching me freeze a track again. Bum, 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 bum. I'll do my usual. Let's check my emails. So, hang on. What are we doing? So, Mr. A Division. I'm assuming you're a Mister. Apologies if you're not. What gear do you use when you perform live then? Give some info. I know you've sent me a track for Res React, which I will be doing in the next week or two, so thanks for that. And of course, live's crashed again. Marvellous. So yeah, what equipment do you use when you're performing live? And how do you perform live? Be interested to know. Restart this again. This is what happens when you try and run about 15 Native Instruments plugins in one project and stream at the same time. Here's a Mister. Yes. Okay. I'm assuming you're the same as everywhere else that does 15-minute sets. Electribe 2, E4 and a microKORG. Nice. I've kind of messed with computers, not with computers. I've used my Deluge quite a lot, which is a great bit of kit for playing live. So this next one I'm doing is just purely all off the Machine Plus for my next one. I can get probably about 4 or 5 tracks on there before the CPU says, nah, I ain't doing any more. So I'm just experimenting with that. So it should be a nice, easy setup for mine. Literally just taking the Machine Plus and a MIDI controller, and that's it. Nice. Orgonate. Nice synth. I used to have an Electribe too. Sold it and wish I hadn't. I brought the sampler first, and then, I don't know, I wasn't keen, so I swapped that for the normal one, which is really good. I think actually when I got the Deluge, it kind of... I thought, I'm not going to use them both, so I'll let it go to a good home. Also got an FM2. To duplicate the bass lines. Probably do. Oh, nice, nice. So what do you do when you're performing live? Do you like play parts live, or is it just like triggering different loops and stuff? A lot of mine is drumming because I'm a drummer, so I tend to play a lot of my drum parts live. I do a little bit of keyboard and stuff as well, but I'm by no means a keyboard player, as you've probably found out. Right, I'm going to freeze these two, hopefully at the same time. Right, is that automation still there? I hope so. Yes. Although it has stopped. Right. Okay, let's freeze these two and then we should be okay. CPU wise. Hold on, what am I doing? There we go. Not sure if I'd highlight them or not. Let's have a look what we've got. It watched my video on it. Okay, alright. Got samplers too, but I haven't used it live yet. It's always a scary moment taking a new bit of gear out live, I think. It's a completely different vibe to practicing at home. And I mean, even just practicing when I'm not streaming is a completely different vibe to when I start streaming. It's like as soon as that little red dot appears that like says you're live to the world, it's like ah. Yeah, we've all been there. Right, I'm not making much progress with this tonight. So what's he said is got all the patterns for the bass and drums on the E2S. Use different patches for the lead bits and play those live and sing. Oh, sing as well. Auto-tune, yeah, to be honest, I would need a hell of a lot more than auto-tune. I literally can't sing to save my life. Yeah, you don't want to hear me singing. It's an awful experience. But it's quite nice to have some live vocals on EMOM nights, I think, because not many people do. There have been some very weird ones. I think the last one at Nottingham, we had a guy who bought a plastic duck and he'd put some weird synth thing in it and made a load of weird noises with it, which I thought was really weird. Everybody seemed to love it. I didn't get it, but hey, that's just me. Oh, you sing badly. Yeah, join the club, mate. I'd love to be able to sing my own vocal parts. It would be great. But A, I can't write lyrics. B, I've got no idea on how to do melodies for vocals. And C, I can't sing. All of which means guest vocalists or sample packs for vocals. All right, nice bit of routing. Always work. Yeah, it's always good to experiment with putting different stuff through different things to hit that sweet spot. Right, we should be frozen now. Oh, bollocks. I forgot to EQ the pad before I froze it. Oh well, I'm not freezing it again. I'll do that another time. In fact, I'm gonna flatten it because I don't want to add any more, and because sometimes you can you need to just say, right, that bit's done. I'm not going to add any more. I'm going to flatten both of those. Done. I was, well, yeah. Bernard Sumner can't sing, can he? So, ooh, controversial. But yeah, Blue Monday is a great one. I do a little cover of Blue Monday on the Deluge, but I couldn't find any vocals for it, so I just do an instrumental version of it. So if you want to send me some vocals for it, I'll put your vocals on my cover version of it. Right. Bear with me. Let me just reply to this message. Right. What do we? Right. So that was the code. Actually, there's a couple of things on. Right. There was the vocal part on the second verse cuts off. I think I might have to group the vocals. It was this bit here, and I think it's because when I warped it. Yes, that's why. I realised in the car I didn't have it going at the end. That's why it chopped off, which will sort that problem out. I wanted that clap to be louder. Let's just do little tidy up bits that I remembered. Now, the end of the vocoder bit. So it keeps going really hot and then really cold in here. Where's the damn vocoder? Down there. This chopped off as well, but that is probably because I did the same thing. Yes. So I can actually get rid of that nonsense automation that I was fuffing about with there. Yep, let's sort that bit out. Super dupe. Okay, there's not a lot. I think it's just mix now. Right, and like little bits. I might want to. Oh no, I wanted to do that kick thing. I'm not entirely sure that's in the right place. This weird little thing here. Yeah, it's kind of like. For a start, that's not on a bar. Yeah, that needs to be a little fill every fourth bar. Let's do a bit of EQing on that. That needs a lot taken out of it. That's ridiculous. Drop the kick out for that last bit of that break, and then we can hear that fill a bit more. Don't want the last crash in there, but I think we want more crashes after those fills. Yeah, better. Oh, we're 3 minutes 30, spot on. So I'm going to bring that lead up a bit so we can hear that coming in at the end bit. And I'm thinking second half of the last chorus, do we bring in a good old shaker? Because like we've not got enough percussion already going off in this. Let's have some more. Good old shaker loops. I mean, I've been really lazy using a load of loops on this, but oh well. No, I ain't making my own. Can't be bothered. Let's go minimal top loops. That's feeling any though. I don't know if it needs anything or not. Actually, right. How we doing? Time is it? I want to. Let's have a listen through. So we're at 3 minutes 30 now. Now I've chopped the first bit down. So we are the perfect length. That's a massively long freeze tail. We don't need all of that nonsense. Oh, cool. Yeah, I will have a look at some of your videos when I get a chance. I'm always on YouTube, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you do. Right, let's have a listen.
Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score. And now it makes me wonder. But now I won't believe. I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away. I wanna break away. Every day when you're with me, I feel your shadow closing in. It is suffocating me. Oh, can't you see? Can't you see? Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score. And now it makes me wonder. But now I won't believe. I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you away. Can I say you don't belong to me? I wanna break away.
All right, it's getting there. I kind of feel like it wants something just to lift up the second half of that last chorus, and we could go with the good old traditional. We'll put like a pad thing on. Now there are some extra vocals I might want to have a play about with in that vocal pack. Let me find them. Because we've got, what was this?
I wanna break away, far away, knowing that I see with you, babe. Can I say you don't?
Every time I want.
Okay, so I was just wondering, just to make that. I should label these so I know where everything is. Chorus. Where's the second verse? Trouble is now I've got groups within groups within groups within groups for the vocals. There we go. This may not work because I think I've only got this bit here, but I'd just be interested to see what it sounds like. 3 6. Make sure the end's not chopping off.
Every time I wanna change, there is some.
Oh, it's not warped, that's why it's not lining up. Muppet. There we go. Make sure we get the end on. There we go. That's better. That should line up now. He says. It's not a bit off.
Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score.
I mean, I might keep it in. I don't know. I'll have a listen to it tomorrow. I'm going to turn it down because it's a bit much. What does it sound like going in from the bit before?
Oh, can't you see? Can't you see?
Every time I wanna change, there is someone at my door. When I'm back to rearrange, you just want more. Keep the score.
And now it makes me wonder. But
Okay, so what I'm thinking is we might just on this just change.
No
chop sections of this out just to give it a bit of variety. Instead of adding more in, we'll take out. Okay, that might work. I thought one other thing I was going to do, and I can't remember what it was. Don't know. I think that's time to export this, listen in the car tomorrow, and see how we go. So I'm going to export that now. Less definitely is more. I mean, I'm terribly guilty at just putting stuff in, and then I end up taking half of it out. So I'm not I'm not 100% sure about this lead part in that end chorus. But we'll see how we go. Let's export that, and we'll leave it there for today. I'll just do a dodgy MP3 so it's not a massive file size. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there. I won't bore you with watching it export, because it's not very exciting. And we'll listen to that in the car tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Okay, Inky, we come right in at the end. Okay, I'm finishing now. But anyway, I'm on again tomorrow night. Hopefully going to get this one finished, hopefully tomorrow. Friday night is going to be beer and live performance, and me going wrong for about an hour and a half because of practicing stuff I've not played for about 6 months. So that's the plan. So okay, I hopefully see you soon. Thanks for tuning in again, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Hold on, one last comment. The last breakaway ends a bit abruptly. What, you mean the very last breakaway right at the end? We'll see what you say on that, and then I'll go. Because I'm always in favour of feedback. Yeah, beer and live performances. always a mess on a Friday night, but that's the plan. There may be even whiskey involved. All right, peeps. Thanks for watching. I will see you. Okay, the one right at the end. All right, I'll have a listen to that one and see what happens. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.